Like, I think that Josh Windass up front for a good player.
Yeah, Josh is a great player.
I think he's
very
good, really good player.
Yeah, really.
I remember when he was at Glasgow Rangers.
Top player.
Very good player.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was just thinking? We were talking about a potential destination for Raheem Sterling.
Mm.
Do you think the glitz of Wrexham, or is that wild from me?
I think that's a bit wild.
Is that wild?
He's gone from 300 grand at Chelsea to go and play for Wrexham.
Mate, that's changed down the back of the sofa to Ryan Reynolds, huh?
No, that one's not happening. No, that's definitely not happening. We want to have your say on Championship football. We want to take them 03 717 22 33 44. That was a look at some of the main topics of the day. All thanks to Betfair. 18 plus. We go to a dog.
Topic of the day on TalkSport with Betfair. 18 plus. Gambleaware.org.
Right, keep your calls coming in. We've got winners and losers of the weekend coming up. 03 717 22 33 44.
Game day phone-in on TalkSport with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Whatever it is, we're here for it.
When I walked on stage at my first open mic night 25 years ago, I never thought they'd end up making a Hollywood movie about it. Is This Thing On? It's a new film that's inspired by what happened to me, John Bishop. It's directed by Bradley Cooper and stars the brilliant Will Arnett and Laura Dern.
I've been doing stand-up.
I had no idea your life was this bad.
Newsweek says it's life-affirming, heartfelt and hilarious. And it gets 5 stars from the Times. Don't miss It's This Thing On. In cinemas now.
They expect you to stay quiet, to swallow hidden fees, put up with faulty products, and accept poor service as just the way it is. But you can demand better. Stand up, speak up, because with Which on your side, you can say no to bad business, buy with confidence, and get the service you deserve. Which, the power in you. Find out more at which.co.uk.
Quaker is an official sponsor of Team GB, and rightly so. After all, the rowing team's motto is Oats Move Boats. But why stop there? Team GB, if you're listening, try these on for size. Quaker sachets move Bob sleighs. Ugly bowl forward roll. One for the gymnasts. The world's your stage when you eat some beige? Maybe just stick to Oats Move Boats. Quaker. Deliciously real, deliciously ugly sponsor of Team GB.
At Lidl, there's always more to value. Like switching from Sainsbury's to Lidl and saving £33 on this week's Big Shop at lidl.co.uk/save. Which means a stocked up fridge of big brands, award-winning own brands, and your fresh 5 a day with extra helpings encouraged. Lidl, more to value. Prices check 26th of the first 26. Sainsbury's also sell other products. See online for more details.
At Betfair, we believe that to play different, you need the right tools. The boots, the world-class tactics, the science-backed nutrition. The pros have their tools, and with Betfair, so do you. Our safer gambling tools work just like the right pair of boots, designed to keep you on top of your game. Open the Betfair app to equip yourself so you can bet at your best. Betfair. Play different.
18 plus. BeGambleAware.org.
Game day phone-in on TalkSport with Sky Sports. Stream the biggest Premier League games flexibly with Now. Like Manchester United versus Fulham live tomorrow. Search Now Sports. 18 plus. Stream via internet. Terms apply.
On 1089 and 1053 medium wave. Online, on your mobile, on the app, and on your smart speaker. TalkSport. On the TalkSport app and on your smart TV. Game day phone-in. TalkSport.
The world is listening.
It's football on the line.
Ring us up and have a go.
The nation's first stop football phone-in. Enter the Sports Asylum. Game day phone-in on TalkSport.
There's been another goal at Stamford Bridge. Ian Abrams.
Chelsea 2, West Ham 2, West Ham parked the bus, and it's been breached again, unfortunately for them. Ball in from the left-hand side. Malagusto far post with a header back across goal. It went off the crossbar, and it fell invitingly for the diving header of Mark Cucurella to put it in the back of it. Now, I continue that there is a VAR check here for a possible foul. So the players are milling around inside the penalty area. But Cucurella, along with Fofana, who crossed for João Pedro to score the Chelsea first goal, on at half-time for Liam Rosenior. So he's corrected the mistake which I thought he made in picking his wrong team in the first half. West Ham defending deeper and deeper and deeper. Any deeper than this, they'll be back at Hammersmith's flyover. But at the moment, they're just waiting to find out whether the goal stands. If it does from Mark Cucurella, it will be 2-2. Personally, I can't see much of a foul in the build-up unless it's Liam Delap on Max Kilman right on the goal line as the ball came back off the crossbar. But VAR will look at this probably for a few... Oh, no, he's given the goal. He's given the goal live on TalkSport. VAR saying that the goal is absolutely fine. So it's Chelsea 2, West Ham 2 with 20 minutes to go. And ladies and gentlemen, Rory's evening is getting better and better.
Yeah, you're listening to the Game Day phone in on TalkSport. Me, Gemma High, Rory Jennings, 03 717 22 33 44. Live and exclusive coverage of Liverpool versus Newcastle follows us from 7:30. You can react right after the final whistle on the Sports Bar Weekend with Adam Cattrall and Jermaine Pennant. Now, though, keep those calls coming in. Busy afternoon of football here on TalkSport.
Arsenal have taken the lead. Goals as they go in on TalkSport, and it has been scored by Martin Zubamendi, I think. Arsenal really hadn't troubled Leeds that much, but they've gone ahead.
Well, it's a chance here, and it's a goal, and would you believe it, it's gone to Bournemouth. They've really not landed a glove on Wolves so far, but that is a stunning strike by Junior Krupi.
And it's the home fans who are celebrating. Brighton 1, Everton 0. Pascal Gross has scored his first goal since returning to the club.
It's Leeds 0, Arsenal 3. Victor Gyökeres has put the ball into the back of the net from close range. Gyökeres was strong, the defending was weak.
Game over here, Wolves 0, Bournemouth 2, and the new Bournemouth star has created the goal for Alex Scott, but Rayan does brilliantly here.
It's Leeds 0, Arsenal 4. What an excellent day for Mikel Arteta's side. Gabriel Jesus off the bench has swept it into the bottom corner.
Garner sweeping in the cross from the right-hand side. It comes from Braithwaite, saved by Verbruggen, and then turned in by Beto. Everton, in the 7th minute of stoppage time, have surely salvaged a point at the Amex.
Yeah, that has how today's action has sounded across the station today. Let's get back to your calls and go to King. He's an Arsenal fan. All right, King?
Yes. Evening, lads. Evening.
All right, King?
Yeah, I'm good. Good victory, man. I just kind of have 2 questions. I feel like the whole Arsenal boring thing, it's a bit lazy. It's a bit tired now. Do you know what I mean? There's been games where we've outperformed teams, absolutely battered them, and then there's some teams that we've been all right or not really been at the paces. It's football. You know what I mean? So City's been washed. Liverpool's been washed. Like, who else has been really playing?
No one's played great. I agree with you. No one's been brilliant apart from Aston Villa. I mean, they've done unbelievable this season. But,
yeah, and we battered them. So
yeah, you did batter them at the end of a 10-game run that they were on, and I always felt that you were a better side than them. Look, you've won today. You've won 4-0, and Rory's been saying it. Fair play to you. You're gonna, if you win the league, you win the league, and you've been the best team in the country. Do I think it's a great Arsenal team? No, but I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Really? Who cares? You won.
Why isn't it a great Arsenal team? What do you mean by that?
It's not a great Arsenal team, is it? Not one of these players. If you were doing an Arsenal all-time 11, I know Piers, with his clickbait stuff, trying to put players in there.
He put 4 in there.
He put 4 in there, which is just outrageous. If you did do an Arsenal all-time 11 of the Premier League, not one of these players is in there. They're not.
No, King, there isn't one.
They're not.
Maybe not. But
so it's not a great Arsenal side. It's a really good team. In a very average Premier League, and if you win it, you deserve it because you're top of the pile. But
okay, cool.
Would I put any of these Arsenal players in an all-time Arsenal 11? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't put anyone. None of them anywhere near.
Would you, King?
I wouldn't say no one. I think Rice has a shot. I really do.
Over Vieira and Gilberto Silva and
Emmanuel
Petit.
Not over Vieira or.
So he hasn't got a shout then?
Maybe I would say Gilberto or
he's not a better player than Gilberto yet. He's just not. Like, he's just not. I don't think, the thing is, the two things can coexist here. You can be agreeing on the same point, you and Jamie. You're the best team in the country. You're probably going to win the league. You're top of the league. Things are going really rosy, and Mikel Arteta should be very happy with the way life is going. Yeah. And that can all be true, whilst this isn't a historic team. It's not a historic league at the moment. It's not a historic time for football. In your greatest ever team in the Premier League era, you have got some genuine icons, like probably a legend like Ian Wright, somebody who broke Cliff Baston's record at Arsenal, who's Arsenal's top goal scorer for a period of time. Even he isn't in your all-time 11. So it isn't absurd to say that none of these players are in it, because Ian Wright isn't in it, probably.
Yeah, but that's down to everybody's perception. But yeah, no, obviously, I'm not saying it's madness to say that, but I just think, irregardless of that, I just think even the whole thing with the league being the not being great and all this nonsense here, is the fact of the matter is all the other teams in the top half have been way more competitive. You go back to the teams when we've done Invincibles or like that.
Mm.
There's a handful of teams. All the rest of they were just making up the numbers. Let's be real.
Yeah, but look, I don't want to knock the Premier League too much, because I do enjoy certain moments of it. But it is a different world that we're living in now with football, in the way that football is being played. I mean,
no, I agree that.
Do you know?
I agree that there's not. Like,
how many world-class players are in everyone's team? In the top 5 teams, 10 years ago, it used to be 5 players in every team that was world-class. Now there's maybe 1.
Yeah.
I don't think Arsenal probably got 1.
I agree that. I think overall, over the board of football, it's not the same, innit? But to say, the league's not good and all this stuff, that's not true. It's actually not true.
It is, though.
Way more competitive.
But it is, though.
If you go back. But, okay, cool. So the teams in this top half, compared to the teams, as I said, to the Invincible team, the teams in the top half when we were on the Invincibles, these top half teams were better than. That's a fact. So you can't say...
You are not bad. What? The top half teams are better than the Invincible team?
No, I'm saying the teams that were in the top half when we done the Invincibles are way more rubbish than the teams in the top half in the current Premier League.
That's not true.
That's not true. I disagree with that, mate.
That's not true.
I'm not having that.
I'm not having that.
That's
not true.
There was
so
the
the Arsenal team of 2004 that went invincible, right? Yeah. The league table that year, Chelsea finished 2nd, Manchester United finished 3rd, Liverpool finished 4th. All of those teams are capable of winning this Premier League.
They'd walk it.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the teams below that, though. I'm saying the top half teams, they are not the same level as the teams in the top half now. They're just not. That's a fact.
What was the league table?
So beyond that, Newcastle United finished 5th, Aston Villa finished 6th. Then it was Charlton, Bolton, Fulham. Charlton finished 7th.
Come on, that's what I'm saying. What are we doing there?
Tottenham 14th, to anyone that wants to know.
It's a shock.
Tottenham 14th.
Good season. Good season from Spurs.
Come on,
good season, King, mate.
Manchester City 16th.
2004. Good side.
Man City 16th.
Man City didn't have the dough then, did they? Listen, King, thanks for your call. Now it's time for this.
O'Hara and Jennings' weekend winners and losers.
Yeah, it's that time of the weekend we do our winners and losers. Where do you want to start?
Let's start winners, eh?
Okay, go on.
For the winners, we've got Noni Madueke.
Okay.
Noni Madueke, look, he got the call up, Saka was out, and he had an excellent game, was integral to Arsenal's win, contributed massively, 2 assists.
Okay,
played really well. I think he certainly deserves a mention.
Do you think he deserves a start over Saka, regardless if Saka's fit right now?
I think it's a fantastic question. I'm inclined to say no, but I would defer to Arsenal fans that are listening. I would defer to Arsenal fans because I would say that Bukayo Saka is almost undroppable. Like, there was a time a year ago when Bukayo Saka, fit or injured, had to play. Do you remember when they were playing Real Madrid?
Yeah.
And we were like, if Saka's fit, they could win. If Saka's not fit, they can't.
Yeah.
He was that important.
Yeah.
I don't think we're there anymore. But I would be inclined to say that there isn't really a debate. But when Madueke does that...
I think right now, though, Madueke's a better player. I think he's performing better than Saka.
I think the fact that you can say it and it's not completely absurd means that it's quite an interesting debate. Because there would have been a time where that would have just been laughed out the room, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't even want Madueke.
No, exactly. But no, I think it's an interesting one. Also gone for Beto, like a 97th minute equaliser for Everton.
Yeah,
like, I think
big point for them.
Big point, yeah.
Fair play to
Resilient.
him.
And then, gone Kim Hellberg, the Borough manager.
Okay, yeah, definitely deserves some credit.
So I think
second in the table.
Second in the table now, only on goal difference.
Yeah,
you look at to claw those points back on Coventry City is a huge achievement. And obviously, he had to step into the fray. They lost Rob Edwards. They didn't think that it was going to necessarily go as well as it is. Mm-hmm. So fair play there on the winners. On the losers,
coming in. What we got?
We've gone for both Daniel Farker and for Darlow, the keeper.
Keeper, honestly, lettuce wrists.
Mate, it's unbelievable, wasn't it? I mean, there's a bit of a Leeds theme going on here. We've also gone Joe Rodon. He just didn't jump.
Hold on.
He just watched the ball.
We're just going to put the Leeds team in there.
Well,
Joe Rodon, I don't know what he was doing in that game, but he looked like he had cement in his boots.
It was wild. Like, you know when the ball comes over and he just didn't move?
Yeah.
He did nothing. Like, he just did nothing. I don't know if he misjudged the flight. I don't know if he lost his man. He didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But he did nothing.
He made himself look as tall as you.
Yeah. Which isn't easy to do, even for me. Painfully, and I'm slightly annoyed with our producer for making me say this, but I've got to... I don't want to do it, but I've got to say Frank Lampard.
Yeah. Losers. Frank's got to go in there, mate. They fell off a cliff. They lost again against QPR. It's a terrible result.
But they can find their form. They can find their rhythm.
No, but they are falling away, and they need to figure it out quickly.
Yeah. They just have to stay in the top two. As you pointed out, winning that division is kind of neither here nor there. Just get promoted. And they're still well within course to do that. Mm-hmm. So Frank Lampard also gone for Isaac Price. I don't know if you've seen the video.
I've just seen it.
Yeah, the West Brom player away at Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Sort of went over to the fans. I actually don't see this as such a problem. It's interesting to get your perspective on this. Obviously you've played the game at the top level, but
yeah, I've done
my fair share of booing in a way. So we're almost perfect.
I just think he's gone over there. His emotions are running high. They've had a stinker. They got beat 3-0 by Portsmouth. The club's in disarray. It's not going well. The fans are baying for their blood. I think in that moment you just got to keep your emotions to yourself. Go over, say thanks for supporting us, and get out.
The trouble is you can't win.
The thing is, he's standing there, he's reacting. You're riling him up more, and then the fans then are just ready to turn on you.
The problem is though, you can't win because I rate the fact that he's gone over. I rate the fact that he's gone over. Like I used to find it so offensive when you spend a lot of money, you dedicate your time to committing your day to following your team away, and the players just scarp down the tunnel. So I rate the fact that he's gone over.
The thing is as well with that, Rory, I get it, but I never understood going to clap fans. I know they know you're. I know that the fans are supporting you. I know they're travelling up and down the country, spending their hard-earned money. When you get pumped 3-0 and you go over and, they're just going, yeah, you this and you that. And, I just feel like it's just so what's the point? Because no one's gaining anything out of it.
Do you know what's really interesting here, Jamie? Your perspective on it, who's been stood on the pitch, and my perspective on it, who's been stood in the away end. I will always say that it's a huge gesture.
It's a gesture.
That means a lot.
Of course it's a gesture. But in the grand scheme of it, produce on the pitch, I always used to think, listen, I've been poor today. Do I've been poor. I know I've been poor. The fans know I've been poor. The manager knows I've been poor. But next week, I'm going to come out and I'm going to try and produce. I just feel like these gestures, and you go over and the fans are just slaughtering you. Yeah. I just feel like you just don't get anything. I think no one gets anything out.
I'd argue that the one thing that you do get is a rapport. Like, Antonio Conte was so intelligent when he first came to Chelsea because he built up that relationship. He immediately immersed himself into the fan culture of the club. Mauricio Pochettino didn't. Like, it's a very interesting...
I just remember of Ange Postecoglou going over last season. Every time he went over, he ended up having a fight.
Him off. Yeah. I agree.
It's just like...
You can't win as a player.
What's the point?
Yeah, I do get it. It's a very interesting debate, though.
All right, those are the weekend's winners and losers. Keep your calls coming in. We're also going to get back to Moose at Stamford Bridge.
Game day phone in on TalkSport with Sky Sports. Stream the biggest Premier League games flexibly with Now, like Manchester United versus Fulham live tomorrow. Search Now Sports 18+. Stream via internet. Terms apply.
Hear that? It's your Big McDonald's hunger calling, because the Big Arch is back. And this time, it's here to stay. With juicy beef, cheddar cheese, and that big arch sauce. Hungry? You are now. Order delivery on the McDonald's app. Serve from 11 a.m. Upcharges and fees apply to delivery orders. Subject to availability, price and participation may vary.
It's another day at Screwfix, and some